Love is the aspiration, the spirit that moves and inspires this faith we share. Rightly understood, love can nurture our spirits and transform the world.
May the flame of this chalice honor and embody the power and the blessing of the love we need, the love we give, the love we are challenged always to remember and to share.
I'll be the church, you'll be the steeple. I'll be the king, I'll be the people. Well, I was feeling such a mess, I thought you'd leave me behind. Well, I was being such a wreck, I thought you'd treat me unkind. Tell me, change my mind. I'll be the sun, you'll be the shining. You'll be the clock, I'll be the timing. Well, I was feeling such a mess, I thought you'd leave me behind. Well, I was feeling so upset, I thought the sun never shine. Then I found forever. We've been best friends forever, darling, that's what's up. Forever, no matter what. You've got my love to lean on, darling, that's what's up. You've got my love to lean on, darling, no matter what. You be the book, I'll be the binding. You be the words, I'll be the rhyming. Well, I was feeling such a wreck, I thought of losing my mind. Well, I was feeling such a mess, I thought the sun never shine. You be the bird, I'll be the feather. We'll be the best of friends forever. Well, I was feeling such a mess, I thought you'd leave me behind. Well, I was feeling such a wreck, I thought you'd treat me unkind. Then I found forever and always. You've got my love to lean on, darling, all the days. Forever, come running. You've got my love to lean on, darling, all the days. You've got my love to lean on, darling, all the days of our days, yeah. Nobody's our shelter.
Hi everyone. So for the last worship service of our virtual summer, we're going to talk a little bit about community. So I wanted to talk not only just about our mountain community and my relationship with it, but also about globally our relationship to each other and our communities that we build for each other and for ourselves. So regarding the mountain, it's, for me, as you know, what I do every summer, but it's not just what I do every summer, it's also a choice I make every fall to come back home, to make plans to go back in the summer. Because it's not just because of all of the incredible memories I have there, or the fact that I have more fun there than anywhere else, or that I have a job there that brings me so much personal fulfillment, but it's really about the people that I've gotten so close with, because that community of friends that I have stretches all over the country and internationally as well, I think, and I never would have met those friends if it wasn't for the mountain. And those are some of the most important people in my life now. And even though they are the most important thing that the mountain has brought me, they are one of many. I mean, the mountain's given me since I was 9 years old, I have gotten so many more challenges and opportunities for growth than any other place in my life. Whether it was climbing my first rock wall, or comforting a homesick 7-year-old, or doing a 10-mile hike, or managing a staff of 30 people, I am always my best self at the mountain. And the friends that I've made there know me better than anyone, because they know what I'm capable of, and they understand me more than most people, because we all have a piece of our heart that live at the mountain. And so that holds us together. But there's so much more in the world than our favorite place, because as much as I love it there, it is my comfort zone. It's where I am most comfortable, where I feel that I have respect, and where I respect everyone who's there. But the fact is that not everyone gets to go to their favorite place for 8 weeks out of the year. So it's really, really important that you can find your community of people, that you can build it around yourself. You can find people that you have things in common with, people who understand you. Because when you can be fully known by someone, when people find that you've had shared experiences, or that you care about the same things, those commonalities bond you to people. And the joy that you can get from those friendships is richer than anything that is shallow or convenient, because the things that hold you together with a real community will bring you like real joy. But it's not just about creating a brand new community when you get out into the world. It's also about building the community that you have near you, to love yourself enough to change the community around you, to educate people who you're close to who may not understand you, and to ask questions and to listen, and to change yourself enough to be a better community member for them. So on that kind of those lines, something that I wanted to share were some quotes from this really great writer, Bell Hooks, who, if you're interested in learning more, she's got so many great things to say about community and love, and also about racial justice and feminism. Look her up, Bell Hooks, lowercase. That's her pen name. So the quotes that I had picked out for today are about love and community. And so I hope that you guys get something out of them too. So the question is whether we're practicing loving ourselves, because loving ourselves means loving our community. When we're capable of loving ourselves, nourishing ourselves properly, not intoxicating ourselves, we are already protecting and nourishing society. Because in the moment, when we're able to smile and look at ourselves with compassion, our world begins to change. Because when you can love, and I'm getting ahead of myself. That's what the next quote is. Between self or no self, there's no separation. Anything you do for the society at the same time, you're doing for yourself also. Because when we can appreciate what we give to the community, we can more appreciate the symbiotic relationship. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I have one more. I think this is her speaking. I think one of the most wonderful books that Martin Luther King wrote was Strength to Love. I always liked it because of the word strength, which counters the Western notion that love is easy. Instead, Martin Luther King said that you must have the courage to love, that you have a profound will to do what is right to love, that it does not come easy. So that is also incredibly important to remember, that it's not easy to build a community, and it's not easy to love people that you don't have things in common with. It's not easy to work towards something like a beloved community. That's something else I encourage you to research a little bit. Beloved community is a really beautiful concept about embracing diversity and holding space for people that haven't had that before. And I think that's really important. So I hope that I'm going to see you all next summer at our favorite place. And I also hope that you guys can go out into the world and build more of your own favorite places, whether it's something totally new or creating something with your families or with your neighbors. I really want all of y'all to go out and create your own beloved communities. And until then, I will see you in summer 2021. Bye!
I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to talk about the mountain community in a short video, because it means so much to me. To start, like, the place itself, the mountain, beautiful, breathtaking, quiet, peaceful, but it wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for the people and the community that the mountain is. It is a place where I personally can be wholeheartedly myself, and I don't have to be who I think I need to be. And I first went to the mountain as a CIT on a whim. I didn't know anyone. And that I was like, yeah, I'll spend 6 weeks with a bunch of strangers, hope it works out. And it did. 5 years later, I'm still best friends with the people that I met there. And it just brings so much joy and light into the world. And it allows people the space to just be who they are, and to support them. And we support one another. And it's just such a remarkable community. And I feel so grateful and so lucky to have been a part of it for as long as I have. And I hope I continue to get to be a part of it, even with, you know, doing virtual camp. I think that's so cool. I mean, because it's not, I mean, like I said, the place is so beautiful, but it's really just about the people and the connections that you make. Very few, if any, places allow you to be pouring your heart out in a family council and have people be fully there for you. And then 10 minutes later, you're laughing the hardest you've ever laughed and just having the most fun you've ever had. So the mountain is just a place like no other. And the people that the mountain has a part of their community is just, I'm so lucky to be a part of it. So thank you.
There's an empty bottle on the table. Morning draws our shadows on the floor. Here we are now, standing in the doorway, never having said goodbye before. I'm not gonna see you for a long time. I understand you don't need to explain. You're not gonna ask me to come with you, and I'm not gonna ask you to stay. Let me hold you and know that there's a place you can come home to. Wherever you may go, I'm by your side. Although we say goodbye, in the end I know we'll always be friends. I keep telling myself over and over, we'll meet again somewhere along the way, and we will laugh just like in the old days, and it'll feel like nothing ever changed. Will it feel like nothing ever changed? Let me hold you and know that there's a place you can come home to. Wherever you may go, I'm by your side. Although we say goodbye, come and let me hold you and know that there's a place you can come home to. And it may feel like this is where it ends, but that's our heart's defense. In the end I know we'll always be friends. We might be getting older every day, but I will recognize your face. Let me hold you and know that there's a place you can come home to. Wherever you may go, I'm by your side. Although we say goodbye, come and let me hold you and know that there's a...
Hi Mountain Camp, it's Nora. Last summer I was the RESJSE program lead, and I wish that I were at the mountain this summer. I miss it so much, and I miss seeing all of your faces, and I miss all the camp activities that we got to do. The 4th of July was so different this year, and I wish that we could all be together. But what's great about the mountain community and why it's so unique is that we are all together because we all know what the spirit of the mountain feels like. And even though it's a weird and hard time for all of us, we're all always going to be connected by that web of love and safe community that the mountain provides. And that's very special, and not everybody gets to experience that. You know, community at the mountain is something that is so valuable because when we're there, we're all actively involved with each other and caring about each other so much, and we're caring about the place that we're at, and we know we're doing things to give back constantly. And right now it's hard to give back because we're all at home and it feels like we're all just kind of stuck with ourselves. But the mountain community wants you to know that you're not alone, and we're all here together in some way, shape, or form. And it's a beautiful thing to be a part of that. And, you know, for me, community really means to me that we can be together and find ways to interact with each other regardless of where we are in life or, you know, location-wise. And the mountain this summer looks different, and it is different, but I've felt a part of a community during this time because of, you know, the spirit that I have within me, but also because of all the things that we have been able to do and all the things that have been fun, even though they might be from a distance. And I think that that is really important. And I wouldn't be who I am without the mountain and the community that it's provided me. And I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. And we're just here to tell you that this summer might have been different, but it's still been a good one for us. And the mountain community will always love you, and there will always be room for you and space for you, and in a place that is beautiful and welcoming. And I wish that we could all be together, and I wish that I could hug every single one of you, but unfortunately we can't. And I miss being at the place that means so much to me. But with all that being said, I hope that this summer has been great for you in some way, shape, or form. And I love all of you very much, and I can't wait until the day that I get to see you again in person and that we can all be together as one community.
Hi Mountain Camp, my name's Helen, and I was a camp counselor at the mountain for the past 2 summers. I've really been missing the mountain recently, and it's been really hard not to be there. It's my first summer in a long time that I haven't spent at the mountain. So it's definitely been a learning curve, and there's a lot of things I'm missing a lot, such as the beautiful views and burrito day and all the funny bits and capture the flag. But I've been reflecting on the community that we have, and I've been trying to stay in touch as much as possible. So I have a little reading by Elizabeth Lerner McClay called So Are We Bound Together. It goes, as drops of rain that find each other and build to become a track, a rivulet, a stream, a river, a sea, so are we drawn together. So are we fortunate to find each other. So are we bound together on this shared passage toward an unknown ocean and eternity. This really stands out to me, especially at the end there, because it says an unknown ocean and eternity. And that is exactly how I feel about our world right now. Everything's unknown. We don't know what's going to happen in 5 days or a month or a year. But as long as we stay together and talk through these unknowns and these hardships that we all are feeling right now, and you know, we're feeling like we're sad we're not at camp, we're missing the mountain, but it's something that we can work through because we can talk together. So I want to encourage you to reach out to a camp friend or a camp friend you haven't talked to in a really long time, and I just want you to check in and work on the community because it needs us and we need it. So I hope that you all have a great fall. Just be positive, and I just want you to know that I miss you all, and I love you guys. So yeah.
extinguish this flame, but we keep its light in our hearts, with its message of love and justice.
Taking it outside these walls to the world we live in, until we are together again.